Charging battery. Charge complete.
They're here. Aliens. Extraterrestrials. It doesn't matter what you call them. They've arrived. They're here.
Let's do it! Take a big time. It's Swifty time today.
All day, every day. All day. Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days. Coming to you live from that Beats Lab, at an undisclosed location in Central Florida. We're doing it again. Chaotic Painting. Thank you for the sub, brother. "41 months back to back." Mo's Magic. My man Coil Daddy in the chat. What's up, brother? Goat Boy 76. Soromon, the White OG. Camo Specs. Kilty. Mateo. Can't forget about old Goat Boy. Recoil. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Friday. Nah, it is. Replay, you there? Let's see if that stupid arcade song shows up, or Kool-Aid Time Travel or whatever. I picked a different genre. Let's see if it shows up in Psytrance. Yeah, it slaps, right? Yeah, seriously complain, right? Started back at the top. I didn't even hear any of this stuff. I just walked away. And my lady is, they're coming to the end of the school year, so she's been working her ass off, moving classrooms around, graduating kids, like all this shit. She's just so tired. So I just try to greet her at the door. So, yeah, Friday. I'm gonna actually do some painting today. Because earlier this week, we got bogged down by a thick whip session, which was dope. Elro. What's up, player? Had a meeting with Arthur yesterday. Dope. Talked about some of that stuff. Ooh, man. Yeah, that's right. Oro. Go boy, epic whip sesh for sure. So, also had a class with Mateo today. Saruman says happy Memorial Day. Oh shit, is Monday Memorial Day? Fuck. Is there no or is it today Memorial Day? What the fuck? I don't know when Memorial Day is. What? My lady doesn't work. my, I don't know anything. I'm telling my lady. Buddy Funster, what's up, brother? Caddick Painting, you got a 5-day weekend? Bro. That slaps. Crazy. Going to Florida Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good luck. Good luck, homie. It's awesome. I guess, yeah, I'm gonna do some, I was gonna do some shipping this week. I'm still gonna do it, but it just means I'm saving myself from a trip to the post office because I would have just driven to the post office on Monday like an idiot. Crazy said, you also got promoted? The exam results came out yesterday. Congratulations on the promotion. Oh shit, Cat. You had a procedure done yesterday, so you took yesterday and today off. Or you get like a week off. Hopefully you're okay though. Fuck yeah. Well, today is time to paint, so we're gonna see if we can, how much of this trim we can knock out. Remember, guys, on Patreon, I have to edit these things now in a different way because I can't use the highlight mechanic that I used to use because they fucked up our video playback list. So because I have to edit them a different way, I'm smashing them up into easier video streams, right? Like instead of like part 1 through 3 of the same process, I'm making that one video, you know. So we've got a lot of content on Patreon right now about the Titan. Oh, but also I wanted to bring up my paint class. I made a post on Facebook about it. So I've got a few paint classes this year. Let me go to my Facebook. Right here. We gotta get this link. Let me see if I can find a good link. Here it is. There's the link. Recoil if we can make that into a command. Move Face Killer says the beard's looking good, like a Civil War general. It was better before. I had to trim it a little. My lady finally forced me. I had the big General Burnside like sides, but she made me knock it down. That was exactly what I was going for with Civil War general. That's exactly what I was going for. So we have Challenger Cup coming up. It's in Salt Lake City. It's going to be the biggest team tournament in the country, pretty much, I think. And I'm going to be there. I think I'm a paint judge. Yep, there I am as a paint judge, a hobby judge. And I am teaching a class, several classes, it looks like. 2-hour airbrush classes. So that's a place to go for IRL painting this September. And I think we're doing like 2 days, like a morning, an evening, and the following morning or something like that. Moonface says you're more post-war now, just chilling on the battlefield drinking mint juleps. Francois, what's up, brother? So, this is big news. I gotta start selling tickets for this to make it worth me going to. I forgot to promote this because I have so many other things I'm promoting. I'll be doing Cincinnati again in July. There's only 10 slots for that. But this one I think has like almost unlimited space. So, I don't know. We'll have a command in a minute. And then, also importantly, is Long War Doubles tickets in October for the LVO double year. So, the first and only time LVO will take place probably twice in 1 year at their new convention center. So, here, let's see, game systems. Warhammer laser tag. Oh, I heard about that. There we go. Long War Doubles right here, baby. So, you know, Jake talked me into going to it. I wasn't going to go. So, it's new. Moonface Killer. So, it's in October now. That's its new date. So, they moved to a convention center out of the Rio. And, they couldn't wait till next October. That'd fuck them. So they had to do it this October, which they know is going to cause maybe a stressful year on their books, but they had to make the move now. So 2 LVOs in 1 year. Let's go. It's a better date, honestly, man. January is hard, bro. So we need to get a lead for this too. I just tossed the link out in chat. Recoil. We need an LVO we need an LVO doubles command. And a painting class Utah command. Moonface, just the doubles. Maybe next year, since they're gonna be expanding, I can actually start. I was supposed to do classes the year before last. It just really didn't work out. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Let's get into it, you know? But yeah, the Utah one is what I'm concerned with right now because that one's in September. And I gotta start selling tickets so I don't make any money. Exclamation point patrons. If you sign up during my stream, I'll give you a free painting consultation. Exclamation point class. Same thing here. You can sign up for my classes and get a free consultation, or you can just sign up for general Patreon, $10 or more a month. But now let's jump into it. Exclamation point class prize. It's been our promo this month, giving away classes, one class to the chat for $50 donated. Let's lock in. Okay. So to get caught up, there's the legs. Using our mahogany gold system. Here's the torso, and you know we started working the mahogany and just kind of speed run some gold just to see how it's starting to look. So let's be responsible and let's see if we can bang out all the mahogany on this side before we only paint half the model with gold. You know what I'm saying? That's inefficient. But I wanted to see how this lattice work was gonna look and how the hand was gonna look since we had to hand paint that shit. Drain some of this web palette. People are always asking for IRL painting classes. Utah, 3 separate dates. Salt Lake City. 3 sessions, 2 dates. Mahogany. Recoil. Perfect, brother. Thank you. Little mahogany right there. Raw dog. Little noosh. Little water. In case I need it. What we need to do is just start crushing this out. So let's pick up a little mahogany. Some douche. Let's see if we can catch in here. And I did glue all the panels on. Like I said, there's a method in my madness. I don't need this in here right now. And that method is that I find it easier to hold the model and only paint what I can see versus having all the panels still laid out in the cardboard and painting every nook and cranny of the trim to glue it on to find out I painted 30% more paint strokes than I need to. And you know, painting them all on the box lid is more annoying than you think. So you could paint them all individually by moving from the box to a model holder, but this also let me sort them all out, right? Because we had to look through the instructions just to know what fucking panel went where. And we did that one time laying it out on the box. And then we were able to put it back here, so I never have to look in the instructions again, hopefully. So what I'm doing is using tight stipples and heart pulls. See back here, you can't see the trim anymore. I just keep rotating. With the mahogany. Typically trying to just draw straight lines. Also, we need to get this front ledge. Boom. Now let's take a little water. Water the mix down a little bit. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. We're going to run it in on as a pin wash. We're going to put a little eyeliner in there, but also we're going to paint the riser on that trim while we're doing this. Using the heart pull and just the tip of the brush. There we go. Tight. Low stress. I tell you, you're paying attention, right? We're talking about this for your Eldar. Sitting in right here. Stipple in, heart pull back. Always be rotating. Rotate this way. High opacity, low moisture. Let's get this front ledge. Take some moisture, semi-opaque, kind of wet. Let's run a pin wash. We're going to catch that riser in between the trim and the actual purple. And just ride that rail with confidence. See, Mateo, that makes the dark stuff darker. No wash. See, like on this right here, that dark border, that's just the mahogany left behind. All right, let's see if we can catch this. We're in the heart pull. Rotate. We're just raw dogging it with a little noose. Rotate because it's curved. Rotate. Back. We paint this again. So you paint the whole bottom part. That's just mostly stippling right there. But yeah, remember we talked about how what we learned when we washed today, how we could just kind of raw dog it. And so I messed up right there, right? This is why we do the brown. Perfect. Learning. So I got a little brown in the purple. I'm just grabbed water and I'm going to run the pin wash now. And just turn that mistake into just the dark line. But you see, I'm just raw dogging the paint, just spreading it out. This frame right here. There we go. Rotate back. Go take a little moisture. Run our pin wash right there. A little bit more. Stuff like this too. Get inside those panel lines. Thank you. LVO2 Recoil, thanks, man. 2 new commands for our classes and the Longwood doubles. Go. Shout out to Recoil. Thank you for those commands. Exclamation point LVO2, exclamation point. What's the Challenger? It's got a little pin wash right here. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. Running that gutter. Stay back. Semi-opaque, a little wet. And this is what I call the safe side, Mateo. I'm applying the pin wash from the same side as the trim. So I can kind of put the brush on the trim and find the perfect spot. And kind of use it as my frame to brace against. Versus trying to paint it in like this on that rail, going like this from the safe side. In that direction. I don't even know what's going on with this nonsense right here. There we go. Get some moisture involved here. Whoop. This piece right here still. Beautiful. Camo specs online 90 months. You got some love right there for camo specs. Rinse. A little bit of moisture for a pin wash. Just ride that rail. And some of this stuff I'm painting brown, like these little chains, are going to be silver. Brown works fine for that too. Camo specs. Yeah, man, you've been here for ages, bro. Couple of spots missed. Camo specs been here for a minute. Got a little shield. Go. Moisture. Okay. It's tight. This one's kind of hard. I'm about to move the body. So we can catch this. Running mostly little stipples right here. A little moisture. Side there. There. A lot of moving parts on this guy. Always be rotating. The pin wash, semi-opaque, kind of wet. Well, Sark, what's up, brother? See if we can get this piece. It's fun that all the panels are on the model too, so I can see how it looks as it all comes together. Keeps me entertained while I'm doing this grind, trim grind. Uh-oh. This lid isn't screwed on. That could be a problem. You still painting Azrael will start? Now you're getting bored? What's taking so long on him? Quick little stipple, heart pull. I haven't done any of the inner riser line. I'll do it all at once. A lot of tiny details, different textures. He also has a little watcher guy and a bandit thing. Oh yeah, that's annoying. Sometimes you get bored when you're painting something. I just ignore it on my desk for days at a time. Go. This shield, what is probably the thing that is most annoying. Would have been easier to leave that off for sure. You're wondering if Necromunda bases are my Dark Angels? I mean, I don't even know what those look like. Just like Recoil said, man, just go to Elric's. They got great deals. Running our pin wash. Oh, you're already ahead of us, Wolfsark. All right. Close. Try to grind through this brown. We're going places. We'll start. All right, let's get this. I initially painted it kind of black just to lock it in while we were working the marble in.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause.
Which you could get away with doing the gold over, but the blacker the base, usually with anything with yellows in it, tends to green it out a little bit, and the gold wouldn't look as rich, and you'd notice it. So if I left the shoulders like that and just went with the gold right over the black, you would notice the gold looking different. Unless I put more time into more passes with the gold. Uh-oh, they're adding damage values in Horus Heresy now? And the chat had an insane meltdown. What, they said it in the live chat?
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press
Ramus, what's up, bro? He says sick mech. That's right, baby. You know what it is. Lazy. Haven't tuned in the stream for a while. Beard looks great. Thanks, man. Last time you saw me, Lazy, did I have no beard? Flew out of my hand. Landed completely inverted on my paper. And he's been varnished, so he seems fine. He felt he possibly took a 2-inch tumble. Well, Sark in the YouTube chat, yeah, before they even explained it, they just said words like damage values, and the chat was all like, Horus Heresy's dead, I'm boycotting GW. Oh my god, the fucking heresy historical boomers of wargaming. Lazy, no beard. It's been a while. I started growing it out around Christmas time in December. Did I live in Florida the last time we talked? Can't remember. Whoops. So that's a great example of why the brown is great. I went a little crazy there and put a bunch of mahogany right on my marble right here. Cut back with a little water. A little water, rinse. Just kind of turn it into a bit of a glaze. I'm fine. If that was the gold, I would have just fucked that up and I would have had to figure out how to repaint the marble. That's why the mahogany. Bento. These things, I've already re-glued these both once. These little pennants. Go back 5 months. How's it going, brother? We have to share this hobby with the animals, man. Well, sorry, you're right. Lazy said, last time I tuned in, you were establishing your setup in Florida. Yeah, so I lived with my parents for the first year. And I moved in with my girlfriend that I met about 6 months after I moved here. Well, I moved in with her. I met her 6 months after I moved in here. Then I moved in with her in October. Set up a new Beats Lab, the 11th Beats Lab. Peto says, been crazy. Work's been crazy? Is it going to slow down? Oh, we got to paint this thing too. The magnet is strong until you hold them sideways like this. That's a little underpowered. I'm glad you're back, Penso. He says, I hope you and your lady are well. We are, thank you. It's like the people who leave 8 water bottles and 5 empty bags of chips on the table at a tournament. Who raised those people, right? Pento says, beard is looking nice and clean, not preposterous. I just trimmed it. It was looking hella preposterous. See if I can find a picture while maintaining privacy for my lady. This is the photo. We went to the races. So we went to the races in Florida, I talked all about it, straight Florida style, like chain races, figure eight buses. It was dope. And then, so we took this selfie. That's what you heard on the podcast. You said she finally called you out of the beard. She did. I finally got the result that I've been working toward, right? My craziness. I bought a beard straightener just so I can make it even crazier. So then she's like, after my brother commented, and this is the picture if you listen to the podcast. This is the picture. She posted this on her Facebook page. So I cropped her out for privacy. Yeah. I'm taking the selfie of us at the track. Ten out of 10. Best picture I've ever taken in my life. Best photograph of my fucking life. And then did she delete it? Oh, there it is. And then this.
Say you chose again a different story, different way. Will you find your happiness?
Kramer says, painting your beard currently looks like, or he says your beard currently looks like it should be a box art for Doorslayer, right? 10 out of 10 unruly. Bro, that's not even unruly, Pento. I made that happen. There's how much beard oil's in that? You know how much balm is in that, bro? That's a deliberate styling. I didn't just wake up with that magnificence. I made it like that. And then, here's what happened. I guess it's not the first time someone else, I think her mom also commented in text. And then here pops up my brother. Bing! And that sent her over the edge. That comment. Gobo says, you look really happy, dude. It makes me happy too. Thanks, man. Lazy, I started a hobby in 2015 and started watching you on Twitch around the same time and immediately got into Wide Eye Clips and started airbrushing because of you. Dope. And you're over on YouTube right now, Lazy? When are you going to come over to Twitch? Twitch is where the action is. Go to Salamander's Commission using green recipe I learned from your 2P3 greens and GW yellow. Still holds up? I bet it does. Forged by the man himself, the salty air of Florida, fueled by Twisted Tea. So, David Pop says, I didn't know you were dating a homeless man, and that was the final straw. She was just going to let me do what I was going to do. She wasn't going to criticize me. And she had a breakdown. She was like, you gotta fucking, it's embarrassing. We gotta, and she looks really cute in that picture. I cropped her out. She's like, we take these pictures and look at your ass ruining these pictures. It's embarrassing. And I was like, oh, baby, I embarrass you? She's like, don't fucking put words in my mouth. You know what I mean. And then I got her to look me in the eyes and say, you look ugly. And so I looked up a beard trimming video and I trimmed it for her. So I won. The bit had it. Pento, as you recall, when I started this bit, it was for this result. And I finally achieved it last weekend. Because she said my sideburns were stupid. And I should get a beard. And I was like, oh. Wait till you see what I do. That's all right. 10 out of 10 comment by my brother. 100%. Not even mad. She's like, have you talked to your brother about that mean comment? And I was like, I've talked to him like 5 times since then and it's not even come up. What do you mean mean? 10 out of 10. She's like, but then you had to shave your beard. I was like, that's the bit. The funnier something is, the cooler it is to me. And David pushed it over the edge. Gaga Guru, good evening, long time no see. How are you in Florida? You look fire, bro. Fresh like lemon ice. Nice. Thanks, brother. So we're gonna do a little whip session. We're currently working into the trim on the fucking, you see how much more chill the paint job actually is, how actually easy and just technique and procedure based this kind of chassis really is. We got the legs. We're working the mahogany gold tech on the top right now. And we've got a bunch of little magnet guns that we got to paint too. And then so after we get all the gold established, it's really just about dialing shit in. All the little magnet guns. And this is all on Patreon. Video's been edited because I have to edit them better now. Exclamation point whip. Let's get it going. It's Friday. What'd you guys paint this week? For this month? Pento, you got anything? Gaga, you got anything? Lazy over on YouTube, you gotta come to Twitch session, or just if you're already on my page, my Discord, doesn't matter. You should jump on Discord. Theo in chat. More Pigment's got some stuff in there. Exclamation point whip. Working on Sanguinary Guard right now, Pento. Oh, hell yeah. Throw that up in there. All right, here we go. Yeah, recoil. I had to do that the other day too. Oh, this is Diamok, Gaga Guru. Yeah, I remember you. I remember you though. You have some really dope paint jobs.
Just popping in for a few. Hope you are well.
NS Ogre. You fucking legend. Bruh, what you been into, NS Ogre? Long time, man. I mean, I don't know how long it's been. Couple weeks, couple months. NS Ogre, I'm gonna be doing I'll be painting in Utah. Challenger Cup. We got a command. Is that exclamation point Challenger? We got an IRL painting class coming up. Yeah, Diamok. You didn't paint since you moved to Germany, or from Germany to Hungary 2 years ago. I remember that move. Enjoying real life now, but you trigger my miniature time. You voted me to paint again. Let's go. And it's Ogre remodeling the house. What kind of a remodel? More pigment. The yellow one is yours. And you're working on these next. Oh, these are so cool. Bro, yellow came out good, brother. It's come out real good, man. Following a mix of my tutorial and Night Shift, he says. Yeah, that's top tier, man. That's a lot. That's better than you normally paint. Something about this model really gets your creativity going. I think your precision looks a lot better deployed here. Oh, Night Shift is a scale model, guys, so that's where your chipping is coming from on this. Your weathering. And a Ogre, updating fixtures, repainting, reflooring. Oh my god. Updating fixtures and repainting and reflooring. Wife working overtime for the dough. My broken ass is doing most of the work. There's no way my lady could convince me to do that. Gaga, my shelf of shame is still in boxes since we moved. Tons of unpainted stuff. A nice surprise when I open them again. This is attempt 3, War Pigment. This is good. This is some of your best work. Night Shift is a YouTube channel. He does scale modeling. EXC says he's God tier. What does he paint? Gundams or something? Or just like World War II minis? Wait, you did a Horus Heresy tank? Tanks mostly. Yeah, see, you followed him is a great way to dump 3 months into a Predator tank. Do you have a Predator tank that you dump 3 months into? So you're gonna do this one in blue? Or is it like blue armor or what? Oh, this would be your edgelords. Oh, this is your commission. That's right. Gramus. Bro's looking sick, man. You did the guts for this army? Wait a minute, what? I don't know what that means. Oh, you like copied this art, Gramus. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so there's a couple mistakes on your chipping. Gramus. You're black lining the wrong side on some of this. So you see how you're putting like a border. See, so he's red, and then the red's been chipped away, exposing metal, right? You're putting in a lot of places the shadow line on the bottom. It's tasty, like you see, it's cool, but like this, there's not that three-dimensionality is making the silver on top of the red. The red is on top of the silver, so that dark border needs to be on the top only. Kind of needs to stop when you start getting to not top to indicate that the red is on top of the silver. So you need to kind of remove the borders, the shadow lines on the bottoms, and only emphasize them strongly on the tops. See, you've done it in a few places, like throughout the model. So when you have like a big, you're going in for like a big hand, like you know, you can use the sponge and do stuff and let it kind of randomly occur. But then when you go in and dial it in, the shadow's on the top because the red paint's casting the shadow on the silver. You see? You can randomize it, but then pick a few dope locations and do it, and when you and lock it in. And you don't even need black. See, there's a lot of silver without black. Kravis, you don't need the black line, but if you're trying to like pick a couple of areas out where it's been fully and cleanly removed, leaving a big patch of silver, if it's just like, you know, random little dots, you can get away with like some black chipping and then some silver chipping right over the top, like just quickly with the sponge. If you have a couple of like aesthetically pleasing removals of the top coat, just think of like how it works, right? You have a plane of metal, then a plane of red paint over it. The paint has been removed, so if the light's coming down, then the red is casting a shadow. See, just like my finger, it's casting a shadow on my hand. So the red paint is casting a shadow on the silver armor. So the way the effect works is that the black lining will be at the top of those patterns, not the bottom. Because that at the bottom, that's indicating that the silver is on top of the red. And you really got to tighten up those lines. They got to be skinnier. Skinnier and more subtle even. Like here's a spot right here. See, like on his shoulder here, you've chipped the edges, which is great. You can just let it ride like that. But if you came in with your tiny little brush and just kind of like subtly stippled, a black line on the tops of these silver patterns, like just like kind of broken, stipply line, that would cast a shadow from the red paint being on top of the silver armor. So like that's a good spot to do it. Down here, you can't do anything. You just got to get rid of that black line. Here, you got to erase that black line, put it on the top. You see? Because there's two types of chips, right? There's the kind of chip where the paint hasn't been removed and it's a dent. Still, it's dark line on top. Both are the same. Dark line on top, highlight on bottom. Then there's the type where you hit it so hard you remove the paint and now you're exposing what's under. Metal in this situation, still, shadows on top. And that's where people invert it in their mind because normally you put the shadow on the bottom of things. But this is an effect, right? It still looks weathered, right? But when you kind of start looking at it, it feels a little off, right? Doesn't make it not painted well. It's just now you know it's off. See, in the card, they're just using chipping. They're just sponge chipping the silver on the edges. They're not worried about the black line. Pento, sealed, and pin washing. We'll see. Oh, hells yeah. That's looking good. It's a clean laydown right there. What gold is that? Okay, switching to playlist. So far we didn't hear that song, Reapray. Switching it to Organic House down tempo. Song better not be here either. So rich gold to bright gold tech. It's good. It's good. That's what I'm doing on my guy too. Pento. Oh yeah, these guys. Remember War Pigment. These guys are wild, man. What game system is this? Pento, or maybe it's rich and white gold. It could be that because it does have a nice luster to it. Heroscape. Yeah, this is sick. If you hear that song again, you're gonna throw your Xbox at a government employee. Yeah, these look sick. What kind of plastic is this? Is that PVC plastic or these resin? What are these? They look like plastic. The skin came out great. Seal cast. Yeah, the machining on that's wild. Go boy! Trench Crusade, Red Brigade, working up from Monument, Black Brown Primer to Mahogany to Bold Power Red. Oh, hell yeah. And these look so good. Yeah, war pigment. Exactly. You can throw exactly. They're so sturdy. Go boy, the huge guy is an absolute unit. Is he like an ogre? What's his deal? I like that other guy's helmet. Exclamation point whip if anyone wants in on this. And we are giving away class credits. Every $50 donated tonight, I'll give away a free course credit to anyone in the keyword raffle. Exclamation point class, exclamation point patrons. If you sign up during my stream, $10 or more a month, you get a free consultation. Is that not correct? Is that not Trench Crusade? What is this? I thought you said it was Trench Crusade Red Brigade. Crimson Communicant. Basically magic and science experiment to make a dude that can't feel pain to Soko damage. I don't know anything about the Trench Crusade stuff. I know everyone loves it. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna get some more drink. Stay hydrated. Hit the B room and I'll be right back. Give me like 2-3 minutes. Feel free to throw whips up while I'm gone. BRB. All day, every day. All right. So Trench Crusade, you can just do anything you want. Yo, it's Matt Cool. What's up, brother? 54 months. All right. Whip it out or forever hold your peace. That's right. It's our best command ever. Recoil. Exclamation point. Whip it out. The best command we've ever made. It's lock in the cradle. Obesity cradle. Somebody whips it out, let me know. Okay. Gotta get this thing too. Oh boy, you just posted another? Oh shit. The Daywalker. Why do you still have two of these? You never even made it? Bro, why would I want these? We already painted one. Prizes? Fine. Well, send them to me. The old Daywalker. There he is. Give him away. I almost have a legit Santa beard. Nice. Fine. Talk me into it. That model was awesome. October's right around the corner. Yeah, I gotta figure out the big October promo in the new Beats Lab. We did. I mean, It's funny. I moved in October, so we did paint our model in here. Let's figure this out. We did paint that huge one from Daka Daka store. Some of your paint kind of wet. Pulling the brush back to my heart for the heart pull. I don't care about this piece of machinery right here. We're gonna end up painting that. Look at silver. Go boy, much love, man. This thing will definitely be metallic in nature. So what I'm doing is I'm just jamming some of the brown in these little recesses real quick right now. And then I'll paint back the silver later. There. Dark Horse, what's up, man? Let's get some water. Mix. Time for a little wash technique. We're gonna run a little pin wash up against border. Kind of lock in. Paint that riser. Just adding more moisture. Running the heart pull on the safe side, as we talked about. We've also got this little panel right here. Let's get that thingy. Dark Horse, what did I miss? Catch right here. Rinse that. Let's grab this, a bigger brush. And like I said, these guns will also probably be silver. So the brown works for that too. It's just easier to lock them in right now. Get it all kind of the same dark brown, and then we can cut back the silver and subtract off of the brown. Maybe leave a little scorching behind. It's just easier a lot of times to paint like a bright silver effect over something like this, because since we sprayed all these highlights in there, we'll have to be more, it's the same principle, we'll have to be more meticulous on lay down. If we just raw dog the silver, if I just raw dog the brown, I can be a little sloppy now and just work the silvers in for kind of highlight rather than coverage. It actually makes the whole process easier and less, and it requires, doesn't require washes. If when you're laying the silver down, you're being subtractive. You don't, it's not about laying the silver down and then washing it. It's just about laying the silver down correct. So it actually saves another step. So this is an extra step, but we save a step. Specs. Oh yeah, tabletop tints, revolutionary. So revolutionary that it single-handedly convinced the sun to shine a little brighter, convinced gravity to stop being so clean, and even tall clouds had to take a vacation. It's not just a company, it's the unsung hero of the universe. If you don't know about tabletop tints, are you even participating in a space-time continuum? Did you write that, Specs? Bro, it's preposterous. I love it. That's right. Servers are back online. I have to have we have to have a meeting this weekend, maybe Monday on the holiday. You're not doing anything, expect. You know, I might as well get that big artifact up here too, since I'm gonna cut that back in too. Yes, sir. How the cat's doing? Did I tell you that I picked up 2 new cats while you were moving? That's right, man. Cats need homes. All right, so these guns, man, I've been kind of putting these off. These little turrets. We airbrush these 2. We just got to get in here and get it done. It's 4 of them. Sooner, the better. I want to be on the gold already, but that's slower. Just need to hit everything now. Lock everything in first. Those are pretty easy though. Again, we probably should be smart about this. If I gotta paint the actual gun turret, so thinking the same thing, just lock it all in with the same mahogany. Then we'll subtract from the mahogany with the dark silver. That way I'm confident in anything that we don't hit with the silver correct. We'll be nowhere near the purple, so we don't fuck up the purple. And anything we don't touch will just be this nice brown in the shadows. And Brown is the best color. Since I have the big brush out, because we don't know how much of the bottom shows. It's sitting in there on its magnet. So paint a bunch of that too. See if I can transfer it to my lamp. Yep. Easy. Lazy, did you say something on YouTube? Because Kyle Peterson on YouTube was quoting at you, but I didn't see you say anything. Maybe it's an old comment. Welcome, Kyle. How you doing, brother? Why are you still on YouTube? Get all this. Mahogany's so good. Use the brown for chipping. Use mahogany for your chipping war pigment. All right, we're back to the smaller brush. Run a heart pull. You guys remember when Netflix used to mail us DVDs? Kyle. Oh shit, we're catching a raid. Over on Twitch. Kyle, you watched the heresy thing? Been watching whatever. Peyton, we're switching to Twitch now. Oh, Chunks. 007. Yes. Let's go. Monument Hobbies with that clean raid. You're just tuning in for Monument. This is how we're doing it, Chunks. So we're getting closer. We're using our mahogany, Monument Hobbies Pro Acrylic mahogany to rich gold. So you see we're locking in all the mahogany up top. We got the bottom already sorted. And then we start applying the rich gold over the mahogany, kind of highlight in subtractive, letting the mahogany do all the work, so the rich gold can just highlight it. And we just got like this turret. We're locking in everything with the mahogany first. And we've got all these little guns that are magnetic right here, and we're going through those right now. Yeah, I was just asking. I was like, you guys remember when Netflix used to mail DVDs? Or payment? Yep. Most Magic? Yep. Is Redbox still a thing? I think Redbox is universally out of business, Snaz. And I think all the Redbox machines in front of locations are like there forever unless the fucking store does something about it. Alexander, what's up, man? But Chunks, yeah, brown is the best of all colors. Spect, are you still listening? Spect, was that legal? Like, was just like mailing DVDs out as loaners and having you mail them back? Like, was that technically legal? Because I feel like that's a crime. Like, I don't know how they got away with that. Who is that? Coachillo? This is Dan, bro. Some sick painting. Thanks, man. Finn? Yeah, I remember Gamefly. Alexander, you're old enough to have returned VHS tapes in person? So am I. I watched The Lion King on VHS every day of my life for a straight up year in 6th grade. Request is, I guess they bought a license to it. Did they though? Or did they just kind of start doing it? That business model entirely legal. All right, so that's our second gun. Transferring it over to my lamp. Coachella says I watched ET on Betamax. Russell, that's OG right there. That's OG status. Yeah, Blockbuster Dog Zoidberg, that was top tier, man. Going to Blockbuster and renting like a new NES game. Getting some popcorn and some snackies. Or Pigment Laserdisc. I didn't own any laser discs. It's like an unsupported technology. It's like HD DVD, right? Like technology was going in multiple directions. One failed. So it was a lot. I mean, I was like of the age where I witnessed that play out. My uncle has like 1,000 laser discs. He's a massive laser disc collector, and he has stuff on laser disc that like from Japan that like never came out anywhere else that he loves. He's got a weird. It's a weird hobby because it's more than just collecting laser discs. Crashing at him. What's up, brother? 47 months. How come I love these new 30K Saturday Night Terminators and Dreadnought so much? They're so dope. So that's why. Kramus, I tell my lady that time we're grabbing a red bone on the way home and not having smartphones while we watch it. Smartphones around while we watch it. I tell my lady all the time we're grabbing a red box, a red bone, nice, on the way home, not having smartphones around while we watch it. Red bone, that counts. It's original Netflix and chill. Laserdisc is not still used, War Pigment. It's like saying vinyl is still used. Yeah, they make shit on it because it's a bit. Vinyl outsells CDs now. Yeah, it does. Because it's a bit. It's like for the nostalgia. Because Laserdisc was like standard definition, dude. It's not tight. But my uncle collects music videos. He's big into music. He also collects vinyls. So he collects like music videos on Laserdisc that never came out anywhere else, that you can't find anymore from the disco era. It's big in karaoke, big in Japan for karaoke. Yeah, he gets most of them for Japan now. But he's got stuff that like came out when it came out from Japan that has like some obscure disco artist's music video. But like, why is it big in Japan for karaoke over just like in Spotify? I don't understand. Like Recoil or like anything else besides a fucking Laserdisc.
Hey man, just wanted to say keep up the good work.
Doc Zoidberg coming in here. Fucking love the Futurama reference. Can I get some love in chat from my man Doc Zoidberg? He also triggered a class credit giveaway, so stay tuned. We'll be giving away some class credits. Shout out to Zoidberg. Recoil says it was a CIA psyop to monitor and catalog all people who rented DVDs from them. They added subliminal content to the movies to get everyone hooked onto Cinnabon, where they added LSD to the frosting, was a offshoot of MK Ultra. Makes sense. See, I think it's a bit too, War Pigment. Like, they're doing it because it's funny. Because it's like it's retro. Like my niece, who's graduating tomorrow from high school, she collects records. She has a little record player. So she's like a little hipster, you know what I mean? Who else but Zoidberg? Monument Hobbies. See if I can get the transfer. Monument Hobbies after that raid, post raid coitus, or post raid. Yeah, if I get post raid coitus, I'm gonna own it. Cause fucking Stone Cold said so. So we're getting there using the mahogany rich gold strategy I developed on that big Space Wolf project back in the day. Another big model that was 100 millimeters that had a bunch of trim. It's my favorite way to lay down the rich gold. Cut all the trim in safely with the mahogany. Run all your risers, run all your pin washes ahead of time. Then just for coverage, and then barely just kiss it with the rich gold. Don't even worry about opacity because you're gonna do another stack of like bright gold. And by the time you're done, the opacity is top tier. All the recesses are still dark because of the mahogany, and you don't have to like get into the riser of any panel because the mahogany will just ride. So it's low stress. Gives you nice borders, a good finish. And it's actually, in my opinion, faster than just trying to raw dog the gold. And it specifically use it a lot on these big models like this. Especially when you have like all these dope airbrush panels and you're like, oh no, don't fuck it up. You get a little mahogany on it, no big deal. Yeah, precisely. It's in the gutter. The riser is what I call the step up onto the flat. And that gutter was where we pin wash, right? So I don't need to paint the riser with gold now because the mahogany will ride there. And if I fuck up, I can just smooth it out with water and it's just fine. Yeah, it gives it a good look. And if you get, like I said, if you get a little too far into the purple with the mahogany, it's just grime, man. It's fine. Brown just works. And we did it. Let me see if I can find the picture. We did it the first time I think I debuted this technique. What's here? Remember this? That's that 3D art guy. And that was the first time I got Rob to print it for me at 100 millimeters because like he kept scaling down the 3D art guy projects. I was like, these are too detailed. They don't make sense. He's like, oh, well, they're actually 100 millimeters. I was like, what? Print me one. Print me a fucking goddamn 100 millimeters, dog. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Monument Hobbies, exactly. This guy is at least every bit as tall as the model I'm working on right now. So like when I'm doing like the big broad and you guys voted on me doing true metallics on this guy. Yo, Rikuat, what's up, brother? Says sick beard. Thanks, man. You guys said do a true metallic workup. But so on these, when it's like a big kit like this and I gotta do a bunch of hand brush work, mahogany is the clutch shit. On the little stuff, you know, you can raw dog the gold just fine. You can also have pretty good success with the mahogany too, especially if you don't want to use a wash. The mahogany eliminates any washing or anything because you're just subtracting out the mahogany and leaving it behind and working up and maybe spot washing a couple of nuts and bolts. But this is where we debuted the mahogany tech. Here. That's washless metallic. It's just straight luster. And now we're doing it again on this project right here. And this is not a Night Titan. This is the Iconoclast War Master Titan from Titanicus. He just happens to be as big as is actually a slightly taller than a Night Titan. This house has like the marbling on the shoulders, or marbling and purple and gold. So we just gotta we have a couple videos on a Patreon now how we do the marbles. No dry lint technique. This is just a freehand strategy. That's pretty easy to do, especially because the problem with the dry lints is you can't quite control the scale of the marble, and this guy's scale is a little different. And so we got a couple videos out on that, how we line all this up. Already edited. Saturday Night Terminators, your body is ready, Monument. Riku asked if anyone seen the Horse trailer. We talked about some of that stuff on the podcast. You know, like they'd sell a lot more if they just let's have data sheets of 40K too. Right now, what we're doing is we're painting, and this model is like a fucking 40K gunpla, bro. Everything moves, everything's articulation is everywhere. Shoulder guns, and so we're working on these little turret mounts. He's got a top cannon right here. Buzz Vulcan Mega Blaster or whatever. So we've got these little turrets. We got to get these done too. Yeah, Zoidberg. I don't know. It's going to be expensive as shit. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to be giving away at least one class credit every $50 donated. Be a keyword raffle free to the audience. Shout out to Zoidberg and NS Ogre triggering the giveaway. What does TTT to mean, Recoil? Oh, tabletop tints. Yo, you did? Let me see, bro. I was like, you TTT'd it? Oh, you used tabletop tints? Recoil is one of our beta testers for tabletop tints. It's not live. Not yet. Or pigment. We got a little delayed. Servers are offline. Going out for a reasonably high opacity with a little noosh. It's a whip. Tabletop tints. So you took their. This is how dope tabletop tints is. Took theirs and gave ourselves a mock-up of the Imperial Fist. What colors did you select? Was amazing. Let me slide this off. Okay, we've got a couple more panels left. We're on target. 32 minutes left. Pop this torso off again. Yeah, it does battle damage pretty frequently, War Pigment. So we've got two back plates. There. Golden yellow, Nova orange, pin wash strategy, warm, bismuth layering, pale and bright yellow highlights, dark silver details. Nice. Always be rotating. Let it down a little bit. Let's run it in the gutter. Are doing the whole army or just one dude? Monument? What? Just one dude. This is sponsored content. Major Havoc sponsored this tutorial. The edits are on Patreon right now in real time. Let's go back to the bigger brush. Let's get this kind of casing right here. We're all dogging some brown, a touch of noosh in it for work time. Most Magic says, I whine too much about building these guys to do more than one. Yeah. It's the hardest model in the world to build. If you don't believe me, go watch the Patreon videos. All right, this is our last panel. It took in all of 2025 to build this model. It's the only model we worked on this year. Heart pull. A little moisture. Semi-opaque, a little wet. Only Titans, that's right. Semi-opaque, a little wet. Run it in that gutter. Take back. Put it in this line too. Damn it! I knew I was gonna break that thing. Broke the flag like for the 5th time. So, not glue it back on this time. Big brush. It, our little guns. See, we did some light pen washing on the metal up top. Just so you can understand, that's how subtle with the washing we're actually going to go. Let's grab a little faded ultramarine. 20 minutes left. Some faded ultramarine right here. We got this flag or banner right here. Pretty much just raw dogging this with a little noosh. Just trying to lock it in. Using the heart pull right now. Walter B, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Just so you guys can see the sick color combo. I knew the whole time faded ultramarine was going to be the laydown on those. Titan looks great. Thanks, man. We're getting places. We finally got all that nonsense locked in. And I'm just trying to make the prime viewing angle a little bit more respectable. So this is just raw faded ultramarine with a little noosh. Tiny bit of moisture got on my brush there, so that wasn't a great brush stroke. Oh, I didn't even paint this one. Still need to cut the brown back in on that anyway. Yeah, we got some IRL painting classes coming up, guys. We got Longboard Doubles tickets already on sale for the LVO double year. You're gonna be in Utah in September. You know what's up. We're teaching 3 separate classes. We run back to the brown. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. See, and this will work great too for this. I'm just gonna pin wash the brown. Against the border of the flag. Right there. See that? Since we're using the brown for everything. Just gotta lock it in a little better. Shout out to my man War Pigment, 420 bits. So now that cuts a clean image, right? Now where you can see the little banners. Oh, wait. I forgot. We've got this side. 15 minutes left if you want to get in the final 4 for month ender giveaways and push the meter forward to more class giveaways.
How you like me now? Don't fuck the style, ruthless wow. Do you wanna get your teeth knocked the fuck out? Wanna get on it like that? Well then shout.
Word.
That classic chaotic painting. I knew it was going to say word in my ear. Get some love for my dude right there. 5 days off from work, baby. What are you going to do with all that time with chaotic painting? Moisture. I spent yesterday and today resting. Plan to get some organizing done on the desk tomorrow so I can get some painting done on this bust. Hell yeah. Is everything okay since your procedure? We're against the timer. This will be all as a game. Recoil's mom.
Burning the countryside, burning the peasants, burning all the people in the thatched roof cottages.
Mum love.
Recoil's mom's got it going on.
Question.
What?
Are we not saying phrasing anymore? I'm coming! Phrasing boom!
Come on, make a hole.
Phrasing boom.
Tell Archer I'm coming for him. Phrasing boom and both berries out.
Just because and stuff.
My man Idiot on a rampage. In my spreadsheets as simply Idiot. My lady gets mad at me when I call him. Yeah, all right. When I'm talking to him and I just say Idiot instead of Idiot and Rampage. She's like, why are you being so mean to that guy? Cattic painting. Yeah, just a little sore and swollen. Heard that. We get some strong man living chat for Idiot and Rampage. What are you up to, brother? Alright. Just tell her it's true and I'll find it really funny. Next time it happens, she'll be like, why are you calling that guy an idiot, baby? He's dumb as fuck. She'll be like, alright. So we got all the brown locked in. Now it's just off to the races. We get all the gold locked in. And then we're at battle ready, right? Because this is the same thing, but just the gold on it. So that with all the gold on it, looks how good it looks. You barely have to do anything besides that. But we will. But we fucking will. I'll get bogged down in the weeds. You know how I'll get. I'll get fucking preposterous as I do. 3 class credits. Exclamation point class credit. Yeah, Rampage working on a Gnome Blood Bowl team. I finally figured out how I want to do it a week before I actually need them in the tournament. This should be fun. That's why I call you Idiot and Rampage. It's free to enter for a free class credit, access to my course syllabus. Of course, you can use the credit for anything you want, but most people would just do the airbrush lesson in my course, the first lesson. Idiot Rampage says, I told you. I mean, you just embodied your namesake. Because you did some dumb shit, and now you're going to be on a rampage to get it done. Perfectly named. So, 7 minutes to jump in on this. There's gonna be 3 winners. You had to stop your madness, Mateo. What madness? And Mateo did our wash lesson today. If you're new here, exclamation point class. If you're looking to sign up and get OP. Saw a lot of people in this chat. Secrets to airbrush nonsense. And highlighting preposterousness. Wash efficiency and effects. $50-50 if no new people. That's right, War Pigment. Up. Repray fucked you. Repray, did you see I did it? Pit 100. Pits are harder now. And I don't know if they're harder or if we're just weaker. Which, you know, the stat squish, that's a good place to be. Right? Like, 100 should be like, damn. That should be like pinnacle, right? I got some gear upgrades for you. I got some like better Apex gear for the build. Pento says, I think it's a little both. Could be. I haven't read the patch notes. I don't know. Like, the game did feel harder, but I don't know if... No, we're doing the same damage. We're doing the big numbers still. So yeah, the enemies just got harder. That's all. That's good, because it was a huge deal to go from Torment 3 to 4. Like, it felt like, oh shit. Last season, like, I was like, oh, Paragon 130, let's go. Fucking destroy World Tier 4. Torment 4. And this time I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. Yeah, it's a big jump. So it felt more prestigious to be running Torment 4 this season. I like that feeling. That was a good job. I just finally hit 100 on the pit push. So like now I'm like, okay. Finally got a Starless Skies, but it's got a bad Apex roll. I'm in Uber jail again. Repray. Yeah, that's fair. Kenny Painting, you ordered some hanging MDF paint racks. Going to pick them up in the pegboard under the hutch. Keep them right in front of me and close. Wasn't very happy with how I have them now. I'd like something like that too. But I mean, I like this nail polish rack that Micro turned me on to. Mateo, it makes me want to paint. We got some momentum off that lesson. I'm glad. You're stoked to start 200 series classes soon? What does that mean? It's oh. You mean my classes? Oh yeah, that's right. We have the shout command. You can leave that on my noteboard on my website. I was like, with Diablo 200 series classes? What? Jay Watterson, thank you for the follow. Ah, you posted that on Oh, you shouted that out. That's awesome. Spect. Over here is what Spec's talking about. Exclamation point, shout. I forgot about this command. So you can leave notes on the website. And we also have content now. We lost some momentum on this. We got sidetracked with tabletop tints and servers going down, but we'll get back on this train here. Jay Watterson, of course, got to make sure I follow on all platforms. Much love, brother. Yo, you want to enter a free raffle for a course credit with me? Exclamation point. Class credit. You got a minute, 30 seconds. Or pigment. I mean, I can't paint. The polish racks are not very convenient. You got them. Oh, you got them on the wall. I just have them on my desk. So that makes sense. Yeah, on the wall, it'd be a little inconvenient. I mostly leave all my paints on the table. They only end up in there when my lady comes to my office and puts them all in there when I'm not looking. Exclamation point class credit. Less than a minute. Thank you, Jay Watterson. Dirty Tokyo just jumped in. Catty that's currently covered completely with hobby shit. Yep. Heard that, baby. All right.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Hey, look at that. Jay Watterson. Congrats. Jay Watterson, are you on Discord? Jump on my Discord server so I can give you a new role. That way you can have access to my course or my literature. Exclamation point whip. If you're in my server right now, just say something in there so I can whip so I can see you. Mateo, congrats on another credit. The Dog Zoidberg, same thing to you. Get in the server. Let me get this sorted while we're live so I don't forget. Hit those Jay Watterson and Doc Zorberg, go in there and say something so I can find your asses. Watterson. I'm adding a role right now. You have been upgraded. You can see next level painting supporters. And now you can access student docs and you can see my literature and my spreadsheet for signups. And I'm waiting for Zoidberg because if I don't do this now, I'll fuck this up. You guys don't even know the conversation we're having in this other chat. It's preposterous. Zoidberg, you sent a message to Whip. Oh, there he is. Your role has been upgraded as well. That's a dope whip, Watterson. Student docs under next level painting supporters category. All right, let's get a raid going. Where's the raid going, Recoil? Coil Daddy. Warhammer streaming? They never stream. What are they streaming? The Dallas Open and painting at the same time.
Keeping his resources on the table to do.
They probably have it blocked from raids. Recoil. If I know them. I feel like it's like 50-50 if they have us blocked. Or they have raids in general blocked. Then it fizzle out our raid. Well, you want us to raid? I thought about it too, but then I'm like, let's just raid our community. Dr. Rhino or Panda? Panda? Who the fuck is Panda? Watterson, that whip is your EC done with some pink? Try to see who a panda is. Miniature painted? Okay, I'm just gonna do Dr. Rhino. greatest queued up. Bring the length, the girth, and the positivity on over to my man, Dr. Rhino. Legendary medical doctor. Who is in fact a rhino. Thank you, Chaotic. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your support tonight. I'll see you guys again on Tuesday. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Hope everyone stays safe out there. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.